Welcome to my backyard garden. Today we're going to put my peppers out, some of my peppers out in the garden. I'm going to show you how I do that. But first, before we get going, do me a favor and hit that like button, the thumbs up, like the video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell to get notified of my future videos too. Share this with your friends. Alright, it'll help the channel if you do that. Appreciate it. Alright, so first of all, I start my peppers in 2-inch, 1-inch cells, and then I transplant them when they're large enough to my styrofoam cups. I think these are 6-ounce cups. Anyway, when they're about half that size, I transplant them over to here. So all I'm going to do is take my peppers, squeeze around the edges a little bit, dig my hole. Now, this is marked. This shovel, little hand shovel, is marked at 1-inch increments, so I know how deep I'm going to go, but I want to go down to about here. This little nub right here, that's where the first non-trulies were, and those are gone now. So I'm going to plant this down about here. Oops. Pack it down really well. I just watered these yesterday, so it's a little muddy. I won't have to worry about really watering them in too much yet. Again, I'm going to squeeze, let this drop out, dig it out, and just put it in the hole, cover it up. Knock down my other peppers while I'm doing it. But you don't want to plant these down too far. I get rid of these too far, because if you plant them down too far on the stem, they'll die on you. Alright, so I'm planting my peppers 10 inches apart. This hand shovel is, or hand trowel, is 12 inches. So I've got from here to there, that's about 3, so that's about 9 inches apart, which is okay, but I plant mine together much closer than the recommended spacing on a pepper plant, which I think is like 18 to 24 inches. I do a lot of intensive gardening, so I plant my stuff the minimum distance apart that I can, so I get more plants in my beds. Alright, let's do one more time. There's my mark. Squeeze a little bit, little tap. See how the roots growing around the edges. These are ready to go, and they're not root bound. Don't want them to be root bound. Root bound is when the roots have pretty much grown all they can, and they just start to swirl around the inside of the cup. Okay, so that's all we're going to do with that. Get them all transplanted out here. Now, the reason why I'm doing some and not all of my peppers is because I went on vacation in March for a week, and I didn't want my plants to die inside from not being watered. And so I put them out in my garden bed, buried them in the soil so that they would get rainwater. And unfortunately, we had a little cold snap and killed most of my peppers. These are the ones that survived. I had like 30 plants, so I had 12 of them survived, continued to grow. The other ones gone, and I had to grow plant some more. So those are 3 weeks behind. So in 3 weeks, I'll go that way in my garden bed and get them planted. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing with planting my peppers, getting moved out to the garden, and it's pretty easy, not a lot of work. Just don't bury them too far down. Right there is where I don't want to go any farther. Alright, hope that was helpful. If you liked the video, give it a like, of course, and subscribe, share with your friends, hit the bell to get notified of my future videos. I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye-bye.